still recording?
Yeah, we've been
Okay.
recording a while.
Hopefully my do-rag lines are not visible.
Your do-rag lines?
Yeah, because
Let
that
me
would
see.
be
Let me see.
that would be unfortunate.
This is dope. That's why your new dreads is like laying down. I call them the dreadlets.
That's hilarious.
The
Dreadlets?
Yeah, the dreadlets.
Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever disrespect me. You heard Nem's new album? Shout out to Nems.
Nems, yes.
Rise of the Silverback out right now, available on all platforms. And the shit is fire.
It is fire. It is very fire. Nems is fire though. I'm still stuck on the whole the 8-bit beat. That shit is fire.
So what the fuck are we doing?
We're gonna talk about, I guess, things going on in the world.
Well, you said you wanted to start a podcast, right?
Yeah, I did. I did want to start a podcast.
Okay, what's it called?
I was actually thinking Intelligent Noise.
Oh, that's really catchy
Yeah.
for a podcast.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, cool. So episode 1 then, yeah.
Episode 1. And,
Yeah.
And we're freestyling, people. You're freestyling with us. Kick a beat.
Oh, like rap? Nah, I don't want to do that.
Nah.
I'm retired.
We're freestyling this first episode in the sense of like we're gonna just talk about things that are going on. Oh, that's dope. And see, look at that. I got inspired just looking. Shout out to Sakari Richardson. You know what I'm saying? For
Yo, yeah, I saw she
proving
won.
everybody wrong.
She won some shit, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't she kicked out? Like, but that's old news, right?
She won the world title.
For what, running and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used her in a bar as a metaphor for running to love, towards love.
Towards love.
Yeah, running towards love.
Well, that's dope because she obviously loves this enough that she said fuck what everybody was saying about her,
You gonna keep going?
and she got out there and took off. Took off. Everybody thought the Jamaican girl was gonna like
Pun
really
intended.
like this. You got this OCD going on over here.
Yeah, man, I'm bugging out. I'm bugging out. But I can multitask.
You can multitask.
Have you seen the new Spider-Man?
No, I still have not seen it yet.
You fucking up. It's incredible. It's incredible.
I am fucking up. Miles Morales, you know what I'm saying? Our one black Superman who is Spider-Man, who is also
You
half
say
Spanish.
Superman? You thought I was gonna let that go, nigga?
Yeah,
You
I
said
know,
Superman?
I know.
Get your head out that DC fucking
know.
universe.
I'm
that
not a
whack,
DC guy
whack
either.
ass DC,
Stop.
EU, B,
All right,
D,
wait,
A, B, C,
Wait.
DCU.
First off, you gotta at least give DC respect.
I give Zack Snyder respect.
Let's give respect to Detective Comics, okay, and the fact that they were the first to do it.
I have no respect for Detective Comics because I never read Detective Comics. I read
DC.
I read Marvel Comics. I don't think I've ever actually it's not true. I read Marvel versus DC, which I think was a DC print.
That was actually a really dope run.
It was a really dope run.
Really dope run for a second there. That was
I've read some Wonder Woman. I have read some DC, but
Did
I understand where you're going. You know, they gave us Batman, they gave us Superman, so shout out to them, I guess. But
well, I don't really care too much about Superman, fake Jesus.
as a filmmaker first and foremost, because I'm not a graphic artist, you know what I mean? If I was, then it would be different. But as a filmmaker, first and foremost, if we're talking about these characters, I give respect to Zack.
Zack Snyder is that guy.
Yeah.
The Snyderverse is one of the better verses of DC. You know what? James Gunn did a little thing though, but James Gunn is ours. He's Marvel.
Nah, nigga,
so.
I don't want to hear that name no more. That's Voldemort now, nigga.
Why?
James Gunn.
Why?
He's fucking up, bro.
He who shall not be named.
He fired Henry Cavill, bro. Because he didn't like him.
True.
I mean, that's what it looks like. I don't really know because I don't know these niggas and I wasn't there. But
I didn't dig.
why
that
would
deep.
you? Why it was just
dig
it's been a lot of fuck
Yeah,
shit
that
going on at DC, my nigga. A lot of fuck shit. And what, like, I don't know. And then it's like, yo, where's your loyalty, bro? You did 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Now you run in DC. Go fuck yourself, bro.
Yeah,
Where's your
but-
loyalty? That's like this nigga, the Verizon nigga, doing T-Mobile commercials, my nigga. You seen that shit? We got your back. Fuck this traitorous ass Benedict Arnold ass nigga. I don't want to I got a knife for that nigga back. Fuck out of here. That's crazy,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm just seen the commercial though, right?
Yes,
Bro.
yes. I mean, but we have to be careful what we say because my homie Fantastic Frankie, she's like one of the dopest podcasters about DC, and she's gonna come for our heads if we don't get it right.
I mean, I'm with all the smoke as if I am an iron lung.
I dig it. Frankie's fine as hell. I'm not with no smoke. Baby. I like, you know what I'm saying? I'll watch DC for you.
Podcast smoke. I will say DC got the animated universe on lock.
That they do.
On lock. Because if it wasn't for
that they do.
Batman the animated series, I wouldn't have the love that I have for Batman. That was my first introduction to Batman, was Batman the animated series. So it's like from the gate. And then I saw the X-Men and Spider-Man cartoons later on. But Batman was
the 90s one with like the film noir type stuff.
Yes,
that was really
before they brightened it up and started Justice Leaguing it out. And you know what I'm saying? Because the Justice League animation is similar, but it's a little bit more clean and bright.
It's a lot cleaner.
But I watched the whole documentary about the creation of Batman the animated series. It's just fascinating what they had to go through. Like usually they would dish out projects to other studios, but the people that was heading this project was like, nah, why don't we just do it ourselves? And that created the Warner Brothers animation arm for Warner Brothers.
That's hard.
With the launch of Batman the animated series.
Which is probably the best thing for them, because the live action ain't doing it. The cartoons is just like each one of them has been pretty stellar. I just seen something on YouTube, matter of fact, called Shanghai Batman. I am literally still searching for this thing, yo.
Was that like Batman as a ninja?
It's that one I seen. That's the Ninja Batman. But there's this one called Shanghai Batman. It's more like based in China, and like the little short that's on YouTube got Catwoman getting it in, moving around, looking like Chun-Li in Street Fighter, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's
it's a new take on that Batman universe.
The short doesn't even have Batman in it. I just seen just Catwoman and the way they had it, and I was like, yo, this is fire. Even the drawing, the way it's drawn kind of like, I don't know if you've seen Avatar. They did like a freaking like a flashback type of thing for the brothers from the Korra series, Bolin and Mako.
And they made it in animation.
And they did it in like in a Chinese type style of animation. That's the way they shot. They did this for Batman. I was like, yo, this is fire, and I need to find this, and I have not found it yet.
I think, oh my goodness, I think that, I'm sorry, what did you just say?
The Shanghai Batman.
Right, animation. So, I think that's the future of these superhero movies. Like, it's going to take a break. We're going to take a break because we're all superheroed out, you know? And then when whatever the next wave is, once we're done with that wave, superheroes might come back in a later time, decade or whatever. But it'll be the stories, the Elseworld stories, or the stories that are like, you know, what if Superman landed in Russia? You know what I'm saying? Like Red Sun, they'll make a Superman where he's that instead of the typical same thing they've been doing since the 60s.
Which would be way better. And
exactly. It's like, yo, but
we're giving them ideas, man.
Well, not really, because it's, you know,
just
they
make
own
sure they call one of us to direct it.
They own the property. They can do whatever they want. And I'm pretty sure someone at DC that's like, why haven't we done Batman Beyond? Why are we not doing Batman? Like, you know what I mean?
Fire.
You want to go get Twilight Boy to make Batman again after y'all didn't like what Ben Affleck did, even though Ben Affleck did it the best in the new age of CGI, and what's the name? Michael Keaton did it the best in the old age before CGI. Yes. It's like, but we live in a new age, so let's do it again. Like, okay, whatever.
I don't even know if it's just the old me, but I like all the stuff without the CGI. I like practical effects.
Yes, I do too, but not the way I like. But you can do practical effects with the cinematography of now. Yeah, because the cinematography of old. Absolutely. I mean, Tim Burton is a genius, but like, you know, again, if I watch the Batman 1 versus Ben Affleck versus Batman v Superman, I don't like Batman v Superman. I think it's a bad movie. But the way Batman is portrayed in that movie was the best I've ever seen out of any Batman live action movie in my entire life.
They basically kind of took it from the Batman. There's a Batman comic. The same guy who did
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller did that one. That's where they took it from. When he had the young girl Robin with him. So he kind of
they didn't adapt that, and I'm glad because I didn't like that part of it.
They didn't add the Robin, but that same angst old man need to have the
I think
mechanical arm.
I think that was great because it's like, yo, I get it.
Yeah, y'all own the Joe box, bro.
Y'all own the IP, and y'all want to keep telling the story so y'all don't lose the IP, but you can elevate it. Like
can
when
evolve the story,
when
change it up.
like exactly like when Todd McFarlane got Spider-Man, if he wasn't allowed to change a storyline, he still elevated Spider-Man by doing the art differently.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because now that was the reason why Venom became popular, just
Yeah.
because of how Todd McFarlane took Venom, and then he was writing the Venom stories. So now we have a whole side universe where Venom is an anti-hero and not just Spider-Man's arch nemesis, because he decided to elevate the character instead of just retelling the same stories that people were telling before. So instead of like with James Gunn, if he would have came in and been like, "Yo, I'm taking over DC," shout out to Zack Snyder, but shout out to Zack Snyder, and I'm going to add on to what he did. So I'll bring him in as a producer. I'm directing or whatever, whoever's doing the movie, but he'll be consulting to make sure that we can keep it in his universe that he built. But we're gonna tell the stories that we want to tell in his universe instead of going, no, let's just create our own whole new universe. Like, are you stupid? Are you fucking stupid? People are investing their eyes, ears, brains, and money into this art. It's like, bro, it's like motherfuckers want to add a new layer to the Mona Lisa every year based on how people feel at the museum.
Like, yeah, she's not pretty enough.
Okay, so let's change that.
Let's give her Botox.
Okay, let's change that. Oh, we want blue eyes. Okay, let's change that.
She need bigger breasts.
Okay, let's change that. Are you stupid? You cannot alter the Mona Lisa. It is what it is. If you don't like it, don't look at it.
Yep.
So what they did to the Justice League movie, is that type of situation where it's like, yo, elevate the art. Do a Mona Lisa 2 where it's like, this is what her little sister looked like.
Speaking of which. All right, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I need this to be known.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Y'all, they did it. They messed up. We couldn't get Adam Warlock in there, but what they did for him was just downright disrespectful.
Why? What do you mean we couldn't get him in there? He was in there.
No.
He wasn't in there properly.
Exactly, because Adam Warlock is the reason why the Infinity War really ends.
Yeah, and he snatched the gauntlet off.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I was very upset by his.
Like,
I'm gonna be a big.
They just made him like this
like this, more stupid Drax, bro. They made him even stupider than Drax,
he
bro.
was just like a real kid in need of some mommy love, just fucking shit up.
And that bothered me because Drax is never stupid, really, in the comic books. You know what I'm saying? He was up to par with Thanos. He was literally wasn't he made to kill? No, he wasn't made to kill Thanos, but he swore an oath to kill Thanos.
Yeah, but I mean, I see how they set up though, because there's the Infinity Watch. They kind of sent it because all the people in that room, but it's just weird. They went in separate ways because Mantis is part of the Infinity Watch. Drax is part of the Infinity Watch.
What's the Infinity Watch again?
It's all right. So after the whole, in the comics, when Adam Warlock they finish all this Infinity War stuff up, they're now in charge. They're made to take. They have to now be in charge of
keeping the gauntlet safe.
Not the gauntlet. Well, yeah, he keeps the gauntlet safe, but he's like got to be in charge of like making sure nobody else gets those stones.
Okay.
So they put him in like a team. It's Adam Warlock is the head of the team.
Wasn't T'Challa on that team too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Drax, but you know who is on the team?
Who?
Thanos.
Bro, what? How the fuck does that
like
make
he
sense?
got that was like his penance.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
and Gamora's on that team.
Well, Gamora's dead. And Thanos is dead. So fuck them.
That's
and Marvel's just gonna do whatever they want, and they're gonna keep expecting us to watch. Secret Invasion was trash.
We're still gonna watch. Hey.
Are you serious, bro?
I
Secret Invasion was.
I liked it
cause you like Sam Jackson.
Yeah,
Don't be biased.
I'm not gonna be honest. What I loved was the back and forth between Sam Jackson and Don Cheadle. Every time they,
so cut that into a 6-minute clip.
That was dope.
Cut that into a 6-minute clip and savor that. Because 8 episodes, 8 hours of our 8 45-minute chunks of our life, bro. For niggas to be kissing on green ugly bitches and with sharp teeth and don't me, nigga. I could green shame any bitch that's green that I want. Fuck all you green bitches, cause they don't exist. Fuck green bitches, fuck purple bitches, fuck orange bitches, fuck purple bitches, fuck red bitches. There's gonna be
a whole weaponized agenda for that next year now, cause of you.
Listen, fuck these colorful ass bitches. Fuck these Crayola bitches, okay? I don't fucking give a fuck what these Crayola bitches want from me.
Hey, man. tell you, watch, this is gonna be Star Trek.
Now I love my human queens. Shout out to my human queens out there. You know what I'm saying?
Now that we know aliens, watch, they're not gonna
Bro,
come down here
aliens
now.
been exist before the government fake
but
shit.
now that we know that we know them, they're gonna come down here. Now they're gonna have a problem. See?
So I'll get my Captain Kirk on and start dicking them down. Problem solved.
There you go. There you go.
Problem solved. Wait, I had something else I wanted to say about before we went on that tangent. What was we talking about? Comic books?
We talking about comic books. We talking about the Infinity War.
Well, the last thing I wanted to say, I guess, was like, tell us like with this What If series.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
that was fire.
That was fire. And
Do
imagine if
something
that
different.
was live action.
But to be
like
honest,
Marvel Zombies live action. Just think about that for a second. Marvel Zombies live action. Directed by Zack Snyder, since niggas want to be flip flopping on teams and shit.
I think the problem is that we think that DC or Marvel has to do any of this because there's so many other IPs we got to think about, like Invincible, which is Image comic, by the way. Invincible is fire.
So it's not Marvel or DC unless one of them owns Image.
I believe DC. I think Image wasn't also DC, but I believe they're by themselves again.
You could look it up.
I could look it up.
But
I know. It's been a while. And
Invincible
my
is dope.
I'm digging
But that's a
fire.
smaller level, you know.
And the boys.
Oh, the boy! I fucking love the boys.
I love
smaller
superheroes
scale.
acting bad. Like,
ooh, that would be something I would love to see in a movie theater, like a the boys type of reality or Invincible type of reality in the big screen. You know,
fire,
they should do that for Blade,
like
bro.
a superhero reality show.
Not really, maybe. Well, that's an interesting idea. Where they all got superpowers and we see how they fucking use them when they think nobody's looking. That is, I'm just so interested in that because it hasn't been explored. People just want to keep showing us like, yo, I can do whatever because I have superpowers. Just like, okay, but like when you sneeze, when you taking a shit and you sneeze, does your laser vision activate? Like these are the questions that niggas have.
Like,
the non-superpowered niggas.
That's why I love the boys. Like Shorty when she had an orgasm, crushed dude's whole face because
that was one of the wildest scenes I've ever seen in my life. You had people. Spoiler alert! You had motherfuckers venturing into dick holes, bro. Shrinking down, using their shrinking powers to venture into dick holes, bro. And then you got to think like as a CGI creator, you got to have that conversation with the director and the cinematographer about what the inside of a dick hole looks like.
What is that conversation like?
I don't need to have it because I'm not on the payroll for that particular production.
But that's hilarious.
But that's hilarious to think about. Like, all right, so you see how so a dick hole is like it's like a meat cylinder. So we're in a meat cylinder, but it's like a dark meat cave. But we're also in a train of meat, like, and he's venturing in, so the lighting has to hit his face at a certain angle.
The outsides to be a little wet.
And the background bokeh. It's all about the background bokeh in the dick hole. Oh my god! Because the scene was incredible. It was well shot.
I'm mad that I don't know what Bolka is. But
it's B-O-B. You can put the words on the screen. B-O-K-E-H. It's when you pull focus. So like when you're in focus, but the background is blurry, or the background is blurry. I mean, the black background is in focus, but you're blurry. That's another phrase for that in filmmaking world is the bokeh.
I love the cinematography degree and how it works out here. This is beautiful. See.
I should have learned that in school, but I didn't learn that in school. I learned that from other filmmakers.
At the end of the day, I told you, we said this before, teachers teach people nothing. We just inspire you to learn more about what you already want to learn.
Word. Shout out to
quick deep moment.
Myself. Make sure you go to all streaming platforms and search me, INTELL. Do that now. And the music is fire.
Super fire. You know what I'm saying? Produced by me, Agent Blur. You know what I'm saying?
Some of it.
Yeah, not all of it. Oh, snap. It's trying to go to bed. The TV's go to bed.
You supposed to be using it.
Oh.
You know what every button does, or you just hit that by accident?
I know.
That was hilarious.
I went through them real quick so I could figure this out.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
That was hilarious.
Thank you. I deserve, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They gonna laugh with us.
We've been doing this shit for an hour already. Now you hitting the sound effects, nigga. Now the show has begun. What the
I'm
fuck?
sorry. I forgot the capacity that I am in this show. You know
Bro,
what I'm
there's
saying?
so many guests we could get to add to this.
Oh, that would be
bro.
great. This is we're gonna keep this going. We need people here to just have this fun with us. This is fun. So, DM us if you would like to be a guest on our show of Intelligent Noise.
Let me ask you a question, bro.
What's up?
Real time,
Let's go.
real life shit, bro.
Let's go.
Because it's like, bro, I'm trying to be a good person. I'm really trying hard to be a good person.
I don't think that you're trying. I think you are. I think you are sometimes.
Well, okay, when I say I'm trying is like because I reached this point where it's like, do I just start lying to people and telling them what they want to hear when they refuse to accept the truth? When they refuse to grow up, do I just start telling them what they want to hear so my life can be easier? I feel like that's wrong.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. My guru shit. It's a matter of point of view. It's about what works for you. So you can be like, what's right or wrong, but this is your perception. But you not saying your truth, it's only hurting you.
I mean, I say my truth all the time, and it does hurt me because people around me aren't mature enough or consciously cognizant enough to accept and process the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So it creates either a cognitive dissonance or a friction that I am no longer comfortable with bearing. And it's gotten to that point where I'm just like, yo, if you want, bro, you think the sky is blue, nigga? Psh, okay, sky is blue.
Well, I've learned let people think what they want to think while you're heading towards what you need to do.
Okay, that sounds like what I just said,
Yeah.
but in a much more smoother, pimp-tastic way.
Yeah, I'm trying to, you don't have to be a dick when you're saying it. It's all in delivery, It's just like rapping.
Okay, I'll give that a shot, I guess. Just
But here,
let people be. You said let people be who they are while I'm going where I'm going anyway.
Yeah.
But they're so fucking annoying. Letting people be who they are. People are dumb and annoying. Like a good 99% of humanity.
I feel like I feel a taking over the world rant coming.
I mean, that's such a huge responsibility to take.
It is.
To control the world.
It is.
I mean, you don't even. It's the world just kind of like continues on its own. People gonna fuck.
It's
You know what I'm
one-
saying?
it's
Like
one
I don't
big-
really need to do nothing to make sure the world keeps going, other than like stop niggas from blowing each other up with nukes and shit. Shout out to Christopher Nolan and Oppenheimer. I just see that movie. It's fucking incredible.
I did not see it yet, but I will.
It's incredible, bro. It's long.
I'm
so
sure it is.
I don't know. Bring a pillow for your ass meat, but it's fucking
I did just study like his
incredible.
I did just study his chess match with Einstein though.
Yo, this is the first time I seen Einstein in a movie, I think ever. And it made him like, and it's like really like, he did a good job, right? You know what I'm saying? Like niggas never really put Einstein in a movie like that.
This is one movie
Mhm.
where a kid plays young Einstein, but it's very fictional. So it's not like a real story about his life. So,
Mhm.
but that's like the only time I think I've ever
Yeah, they did a good
young
job. with
Einstein.
this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody do the Einstein movie next, you know. But at the same time, Einstein's discovery of space-time and the theory
Relativity.
of relativity is cool, and it kind of just benefits humanity. This nigga Oppenheimer,
How did that benefit humanity?
this nigga absolutely not. I mean, no. Let me stop. Let me take it back. It did benefit humanity because nuclear power in a reactor is extremely beneficial to humanity,
Energy
and
wise, yes.
exactly, and it is a step closer to us becoming a type 2 civilization where our energy and our resource, you know what I mean? For those of you that know what a type 2 civilization is, if you don't, fucking Google it, because I'm not your teacher right now. So it's closer to us becoming a type 2 civilization, which we couldn't be without the splitting of the atom to create the possibility of reactors and so on and so forth. But at the same time, because its first initial inception on this planet, you see what I did there, was for a fucking bomb. It's like, ugh, we could murder each other all at any given moment. We could just end what we believe to be, what most of us believe to be. We could wipe out the only planet with conscious life in the universe? We have that ability. We shouldn't even have that fucking ability. Fuck a conversation. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't even have that ability. That's too powerful. I personally believe there's other planets with conscious life. We just haven't discovered them yet. Cause like that's crazy. Like we the only there's only 8 billion, well, plus animals, let's say 20, 30 billion creatures with conscious life in the universe. Nah, dog, you're not gonna get me with that one. And if it is true though, then when we step on an ant or kill a what is it, Chinese?
What
the flies?
The Chinese lantern flies?
When we kill a Chinese lantern fly, when we swat a mosquito, you are removing life that is so fucking rare and precious in the universe that you should fucking be ashamed of yourself. But at the same time, I want to just genocide all mosquitoes. Like, I just want to Hitler all mosquitoes because that shit is annoying. I'd be itchy and shit. I just want all of them. All of them. But that's my opinion. Beautiful. You see what I'm saying? So I shouldn't have the ability to, imagine if I got the ability to genocide all mosquitoes. You think I'm going to hesitate? It's not even going to be a conversation, bro. It's just going to be, boop, no more mosquitoes. No more mosquitoes.
Here's the real thing, though. If you did have that power, do you know how many people would probably want you to?
Exactly. But it doesn't even matter what the people want. I know I have it. Boop, they're gone. Before the people even realize what fucking happened, they're going to wake up and the mosquitoes is fucking gone.
But that brings us to the next space. You know, it's like all these things happen because people are looking for leaders. Like the whole thing was probably built because at that point in time, you know, Germany, they need a leader. So.
Well, what you mean the whole thing? Meaning what?
I mean, all these things, when people need leaders, people build things to just prove that they're worthy of leadership. That's what they do. And even if it doesn't always
I think the bomb was about, like just, it was a dick measuring contest. It's like
exactly.
Russia's on the creep, Germany's on the creep. Fuck these niggas. We got a bigger dick. We stole they bitches. We stole they scientists. We got all they ex-hoes. And the ex-hoes is going to help make our dick bigger. That's what we're going to do. And that was that. They called it the Manhattan Project. But
this is all metaphor. They only teach it like this in college, guys.
It's
only in college that you would get it like that.
It's too powerful to have. Like, looking at all this shit, it's like, I appreciate nuclear energy, but if I have to remove that from our abilities to also remove the ability for us to destroy ourselves or wipe out a huge portion of what most believe to be the only conscious life in the universe, that's insanity, bro. That's fucking insanity. If there's only 20 billion things in the universe that are conscious, and you're gonna kill an ant, you're gonna kill a fly, you're gonna Hitler mosquitoes, then what's wrong with you? Something wrong with you. But don't let me get that power, bro. 'Cause I will Hitler. It's so many things I would Hitler. I'd Hitler mosquitoes. I'd Hitler roaches.
I think, again, something that people would.
I'm Hitler and roaches. I think you would help me Hitler. You would appreciate. You would vote for me to Hitler roaches.
Yeah,
you know what
I think that is definitely a vote that you would get.
Fucking what else? It's just tapeworm.
It's like the most randomest vermin that you could pull out. Tapeworm. Bed bugs, there you go.
Bed bugs is getting Hitlered, I promise you.
You got to get those guys. There's people out there that would want you to do it to pigeons, not me. No. I like that. Because that's doves too, and that's not good.
You can either be famous or infamous, man. Because the fact that I'm using this nigga's name as a verb in which something is wiped off. It's fucking crazy. Oh man, I stand with my Jewish brothers and sisters in their fight and struggles throughout the many centuries.
Yes, but we was talking about.
I stand with my brothers and sisters
vermin
throughout their fight. These are just things that I feel like saying right now. It has nothing to do with the fuck we was talking about earlier. Don't make assumptions about me.
We're talking about vermin, though. We're talking about.
I'm off talking about vermin. Now I'm talking about the struggle.
The struggle? All right, so what's the struggle?
I can't stand for longer than 5 minutes.
You do have old man legs.
I got old man legs, old man back, old man spine, old man fucking knees. I got that young D though.
Oh,
hey.
Lord. I don't want to know about that.
I wasn't talking to you.
Let's wait till we have.
You responded to something I was talking. You
guest.
responded to something. I wouldn't talk to a grown woman like that. Right now, I'm talking to the air. But whoever chooses to listen, take that out the air. Hey, that's on you. But if a grown woman was here, I wouldn't disrespect her like that. That's a very disrespectful way to talk to a grown woman that is in your presence.
Unless she wants you to.
Perhaps.
Okay. All right. So.
But you're the one with the pimp robe, so I think that energy would be more directed towards
a kimono.
But when you put a kimono on a black nigga, it's a pimp robe. Only pimps wear robes outside in America.
I've been told this, and this is sad. I've been told this.
Hugh Hefner is a what? He's a pimp, right?
That's why
he's the world's most famous robe wearing outside nigga. So if you wear a robe outside, nigga, you a pimp.
Now, first off, Hugh Hef.
Mm-hmm. The pimp or the rapper?
The pimp.
Mm-hmm.
But see, he's not technically a pimp. No one.
Hugh Hefner?
Hugh Hefner was not a pimp.
Define pimp?
Okay.
Define pimp.
A pimp.
You want to use words like technically and shit, because this nigga is technically a pimp.
A pimp facilitates sex workers, like almost like a booking agent.
He facilitated these women, and I guarantee you, at 1 out of 1,000 of these women that went through the mansion,
he owned a house,
was selling some nussing.
He didn't know nothing about that. That's not his job to know.
Oh, nigga, really, nigga? Are you serious? You the Enron CEO talking about something I didn't know. I didn't know. Bro.
Look, somebody has to know how to talk about this during court.
Bro, the CEOs know, bro. The people at the top, the tippity top, they know when fuck shit is going down. They know.
You're
they
right.
pretend that they don't,
Right.
so they could lean on that plausible deniability that Bill Clinton so excellently executed. You know what I mean?
You
Like, what exactly do you mean by sexual relations? I don't. What do you mean by that?
He started his entire career based upon a magazine saying that this is the lifestyle he wanted. And you know what? Everybody went voluntarily to live in this house. This is crazy to me sometimes.
Exactly. That's why it's like pimping,
easy.
or otherwise colloquially known as pimping, isn't bad. It's a tool, like a hammer. So you can use a hammer to build an orphanage, or you could use a hammer to build a whorehouse. It's just a tool, and you should use it as you see fit. Thank you. This has been brought to you by Various Hammers, because I don't know who has the patent on hammers.
On hammers?
Because who invented the hammer, nigga? Shouldn't he be getting mad fucking bread right now, bro? The hammer is so essential to life. Hit me with a button. I'm going to say it one more time. The hammer is so essential to life. Damn,
I don't know what that button does. Oh, that's fire.
That wasn't in sync, though. The hammer is so essential to life. Thank you, invisible crowd.
I have to figure out how to turn this iPad on. I don't remember how.
What you trying to look up? I bet you I know that shit.
You just asked for who came up with the hammer.
Oh, I know that shit. I just don't know it right now.
You just don't know it right now, so you're going to look it up on the phone. Who patented the hammer? Hey, Siri. Who patented the hammer?
Oh, yeah, ask that hoe.
She don't be answering. She said, I'm sorry. I didn't quite catch that. You ask your Siri.
Hey, Siri, who made the hammer? I ask her like a black nigga. I'm saying hammer. She don't understand hammer. My Siri black. There is no known individual who invented the hammer. That's a goddamn lie. Because at some point, a nigga took it from stones tied together to I'm gonna put a groove in the top part of the metal, and I'm gonna put a wood. You know what I mean? Whoever thought of that shit, so that nigga invented the hammer.
So that means you probably gotta get more direct with who invented the industrial hammer.
True that. I'll do some research on this later, because right now the people don't want to talk about hammers unless they guns going off. You fucking Jesus. Violent crowds of people watching.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna talk about this too. All right, so from a hip hop standpoint, how do you feel about violent lyrics?
I'm a firm believer, such a firm believer in the freedom of speech. You know, as a person who I utilize that shit a lot. You know, I say whatever the fuck I want, whatever the fuck I want. So
absolutely,
I think that everybody has that right because we were given the ability to speak. So I feel like that's one of the natural, like, God-given rights. I know it's in the Constitution and it's in other constitutions, but like they're just like your right to live and for like food, shelter, like the things you need to continue to live. I feel like these are natural rights, and your right to speak and express yourself, I feel like that's also another natural right. So I would never tell a rapper he can't say that. Of course, you know, if I hear some crazy shit, it's, you know, then my morals and my politics my emotions come into play, but I can usually keep it in the artistic realm and appreciate what's being said in an artistic realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the genre, horrorcore, I wouldn't say I love it, but there's artists that are in it heavily that I appreciate, like Tech Nine.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's artists that dip in and out of it that I appreciate, like Eminem. You know what I'm saying? So it's they can say whatever they want. Even if they want to say, yo, Intel, I hope you fell down a well, then I put a spell on you and you go to hell, and then I stab you with a nail. Like, I'd be like, that was fire. Try harder.
My honest opinion on violent lyrics, see, because everybody views me as the goody guy, but and the reality of it is, I have no issue with you saying the same thing. I'm not gonna ever tell anybody to censor their music. I do, however, I believe at a certain age, you have a responsibility to evolve with your time. You have to evolve in how you deliver it.
Yes, you have to evolve in how you deliver it, and you also have to evolve in your vocabulary, because you should be reading, you know, books and watching movies and learning new words as you get older, and then pushing the boundaries creatively to really see what you can give the world that the world doesn't have already, because the world doesn't need more of the same. We need new art, new business, new politics, new love, new technology, new medicine.
We need creativity.
Creativity.
This would, like, even this podcast. This is some creative shit, right? We gonna wing it.
IntelligentNoize podcast. That's what this is.
Yeah, but do you see how that just swayed? Think about it. We started from like comic books, ended up talking about Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah, this is what goes on in the studio.
This is how it goes down.
That's the best way to do that is, I mean, organization, like, yes, you can have organization, like if you want to have like if we have guests and you want to play a game or something like that, certain things to keep it more interesting throughout, because not everyone is going to be tuned into every topic that we discuss.
Absolutely.
But the best way to keep it like this is or keep it authentic, is to write as little down as possible. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what you're gonna do, but you don't know how you're gonna do it. You know, you set yourself up like, okay, we'll allot 20 minutes for this section, and then from that we'll move on to this section where we're discussing this, or I want the energy to be about this, or I want it to go from a comical tone to a serious tone. You know, that's a good way to control the show, is like in tonally, not really what's being said or discussed, but just tonally, like, okay, for the first half hour is this tone, and the second half hour is this tone, and then the last half hour is this tone, or, you know, 20 minutes of this tone, 20 minutes of this tone. Or you could even go as far as 2 and 2, because the human attention span for ages 16 to 21 is really fucking low.
Yes.
Really low. And I don't care if you're offended by that, Generation X. You can kiss my grits.
Hey.
Because I can watch a whole... I sat through Oppenheimer, bro.
Generation YZ.
I was questioning my attention span, because I adapt to the world of the now, and I was like, yo, am I gonna be able to sit through Oppenheimer? You know what I mean? Because it's like, there's only one explosion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not an action movie where you sitting through mad explosions and shit. Like, it's only one explosion.
One really good one.
Absolutely. And you got to sit through an hour of movie to get to that, and then there's another 45 minutes of movie after that. And I'm like, yo, am I gonna be able to sit through this? But I remember Christopher Nolan is that dude, and the movie was phenomenal. Before the explosion, after the explosion, like, it was a phenomenal movie, and my attention span is intact. And I've been to movies with people younger than me, with people almost 10 years younger than me. And sometimes I'm watching a movie or whatever, and I'll glance over at my peripheral and see if they paying attention, if they sleep. and they be either on their phone or falling asleep. You know, like they just not because the movie maybe the movie might not even be boring to them. It's just that their attention span has been so underdeveloped, and they don't know how to break the chains of
I understand that.
this
Yepper.
to help it expand and grow. But yeah, shout out to you, Generation
Like
Z.
I even
Get
been,
your fucking attention spans better. TikTok,
I've even been noticing
fucking terrible.
the lack of creativity. Like in it, like you can see certain things. Is it just me or like have you noticed like certain computer generated scripts for certain shows? Like just by watching it,
It depends on the show.
like some things have just been like it seemed like it's just on autopilot.
Like what?
Like I was just watching.
Maybe Secret Invasion,
You know what?
because their intro is abso-fucking-lutely AI generated. So who's to say that they didn't also AI generate the fucking scripts? And maybe that's why it's trash. But that's a great point. And I think now, shout out to SAG-AFTRA, we will stay strong until we get what we deserve. I think now, though, is when the AMPTP is going to test out the AI writing. So it's like over the next couple of months, if you see anything new that wasn't already in production, already made, it's going to be probably AI generated shit. And with, you know, with non-union actors, it's going to be awful. But then what if it's not? What if they have hits? What if they start making hit shows with AI writers and non-union actors?
But
this world is going to be upside fucking down, bro.
I believe there's going to be hits that come out of this because it's usually what happens. Many wars create certain things to happen. So
bro, but if you a non-union actor right now and you do something and it blows up, SAG could probably not
ever deal with you ever.
Yeah, because they look at that, they frown upon that.
And then there's also if like the independents could be the ones who come up with a really dope hit right now because you got to go the old fashioned. Right?
Well, shout out to 824 Productions and holla at me. I got mad ideas and I got mad acting potential that I want to express in front of the camera. I was about to say roles.
You do kung fu too. You know what I'm saying? You need some stuntmen. I'm trying to take
I can work
role
with them
that Sam Jackson can't move for.
I can
I know how to say motherfucker really well too.
I can but you can't you gotta wait till he die. Like you can't while he's still alive, he's the king of motherfucker forever.
Alright, cool.
Just like Bruce Willis, it would be so disrespectful if they remade Die Hard while he's still alive.
True.
But when he passes away, holla at your boy. I want to remake that series so fucking bad. I love that series so bad, bro. And I'm not one of those directors that's like, oh, let me put a black guy in a character. It could be a Chinese guy. It could be a Indian guy. It could be a white woman. It could be anybody. But as long as they got the acting chops to show me that they can be John or Jonathan or Janice McLean. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is important. The acting ability and the ability to show me that you can make me feel like the little boy I used to feel watching Die Hard and Die Hard 2, Die Harder, and Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance, and Die Hard 4, which is Live Free or Die Hard, and then Die Hard 5, which is A Good Day to Die Hard.
I watched them all, but 1, 2, and 3. That's it. That was my favorites.
4 and 5 were awful, but of the 3, what's your favorite?
3.
Yeah, 3, man. Zeus. My name is Zeus. Why do you keep calling me Jesus?
And it's not because Sam is in it, but it's just because
it adds to it, man.
It adds.
The first 2 were great.
It does add to it.
The first 2 were great. That's like saying, oh, Die Hard 1 is only good because of Alan Rickman. No, Die Hard 1 is great because Alan Rickman added to it. And Die Hard 3 is my favorite because they did it in New York City. Yeah. That's probably why it's my favorite. Because I love Jeremy Irons just as much as I love Sam Jackson. So it wasn't those particular choices, although that helped. But for me, it was, I guess, the relatability. You know what I'm saying? They in New York. Like, I know these places. I know these cities. I've been on the subway. Like, oh, this is cool.
As an old dude and I guess a martial arts practice, my favorite thing about the Die Hard series is that this nigga gets fucked up.
Yeah, bro. He didn't really know how to fight. It wasn't a lot of fighting.
It's like, and even if he did, it's like, it's just straight rugged. We throwing hands, slamming.
Facts. Because when he beat Carl in Die Hard 1 and then hung this nigga up, and then somehow he's survived being hung by a chain. Then in Die Hard 2, he beat the nigga's ass on the wing that was trying to stab him up on the fucking plane wing. Nigga, how you fighting on a plane wing, bro? That was wild. And then in Die Hard 3,
Yeah, he's just getting fucked up throughout the whole movie. Him
Die
and
Hard 3, who's he? Oh, he fought the nigga with the chain.
he fought him all in the elevator.
He was like, what did he say? What'd you say? He said, don't shoot.
all of them in the elevator just trying to jump him.
Bro, that was fire, though. He's like, you guys play the lottery? What's the lottery number last night? Anybody read the lottery? Bah, 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 bah,
it's like that whole scene is like
masterful.
It's like the dude on YouTube who be talking about like you put me to full Nelson, right? And I had to fling my legs down.
Bro, I felt so like when I was able to watch that movie as a little bit more mature, like what I'm seeing when I was able to comprehend suspense. Because as a kid, you just was like, oh, loud sounds and fancy cuts, you know what I mean? But like when you get a little older, then you understand the concept of suspense. Mm-hmm. And that is such a suspenseful scene because you know all these niggas is not cops.
Yep.
And you know he don't know that. And you like, yo, how is he gonna figure this out before they get down to the bottom of the elevator before they kill this nigga? Yeah. And then you see the badge and you go, and then at this level, I didn't realize what foreshadowing was, but I felt it. I could feel that, like, oh, that's the nigga badge from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then once I went to film school, I'm like, oh, that's called foreshadowing.
Yeah.
And it was very well done.
I mean,
Die Hard, Batman Beyond. I kill to make those movies, direct those movies. Batman Beyond, Die Hard, remake Die Hard after Bruce Willis passed away. I'd kill to make those movies.
Batman Beyond definitely got Michael Keaton needs to play Bruce Wayne.
No, I'm going with Ben Affleck. I'm sorry, Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman. Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman.
Really?
Cavill's my favorite Superman, but Michelle Pfeiffer is my favorite Catwoman.
Okay, yeah, I could deal with that. I would say Eartha Kitt, but then I'm showing my old ass, and I'm good.
She was a very, very good Catwoman, darling. She was very good. She was very good, darling.
This was an enjoyable thing. I don't know.
Yeah, how long have we been doing it?
I don't have no idea.
You should have a timer.
Oh, it's been almost 2 hours.
No, it hasn't. No, the fuck it hasn't. You lying, nigga.
It's 5.
What time? Ask my man behind the wall because it ain't been 2 hours.
The executive producer. How long have we been doing this executive producer?
Time is relative.
50 minutes.
Talking about some fucking 2 hours. So how long do you want to do this? I don't think we should be 2 hours.
I don't think we should be long.
Because we don't have guests and other shit to talk about.
But I think we did very good for this first freestyle.
Absolutely, there was hilarious moments. You probably could cut this down to 45 too. Like it's probably because I went to the bathroom. There's dead air moments. Like when you cut this down, it'll probably be either 45 or a solid 30 of hilarity.
And we're using all of this stuff of us talking about how to cut it down.
Exactly. And I think that makes us different because niggas don't really talk about the production process. Like that shows you how authentic we really are. Like I literally woke up, washed my ass, came here. I'm lying. I stopped at the store to get this, but I'm here, and and that's it. I didn't really plan nothing. They was actually mad I didn't plan nothing because I'm usually a planner.
I wasn't mad,
but I'm no more plans.
I was just surprised.
You know what I am? I'm like a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. I just do things. The mob has plans.
You're such a Marvel guy. There's so much DC in you.
Pause. That was crazy. Let me hit a button on that. That was a button hit.
That's such a light laugh, though.
That was crazy. It's so much Nolan in me. That's even crazier. Hitting the button.
See? No.
You can't get out of this gay wormhole that I'm in.
Oh my
gay
God.
Vernacular worm. Well, I was about to say home hole.
Jesus.
Gay vernacular wormhole.
Look, just understand in this show, we're very much allies, but our pronouns suck. You just want you to know that.
No. You can speak for yourself.
Okay.
Our pronouns don't suck because you have. How old are you?
I'm 43.
You have 43 fucking years of speaking English on this planet. I have 31 years of speaking English on this planet. Our pronouns don't suck. We know how to fucking speak the English language better than any other language because that's our language.
Yeah.
What we don't know how to do is adapt to not what we don't know how to do because we know how to do anything we put our minds to. What we take issue in doing is changing the 42 years and the 31 years of English that we have to fit people's feelings in 2023. It's different respecting a concept. I could respect concepts all day because we're humans. We live in concepts. So I could respect the concept that you are one thing, but you feel one way. So you declare yourself a new thing or another thing or whatever you feel you are. I can respect that. But you coming inside my mouth, pause, to try and change my vernacular and change my 31 years of the English language in my fuck you. No, I'm not. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I will stand on any podium. And when I run for president in 2020 for the 2028 election, I will stand upon that because I'm not being disrespectful by expressing how I feel, and I'm not trying to stop anyone from expressing how they feel by expressing how I feel. But I'm not gonna fucking change my. That's like, bro, my pronoun is dinosaur.
Nice.
Now what? Do I get mad at niggas and start shooting niggas that don't address me as dinosaur?
Mine's is wizard. So,
It's like, but being that you call yourself wizard, your pronoun is wizard, you gotta accept the world you live in, which is that, okay, I accept and respect that you would like to be called wizard, and that is your preferred pronoun, but I'm gonna call you he.
Not the gray?
I'm gonna call you he.
Not the gray?
Sometimes I might call you the wizard,
okay,
but sometimes I might call you he. Like if I use a sentence in which he makes more sense than the fucking wizard, since that's how English works, then I'm gonna use the word he.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm using my wand on.
Like there's gonna be sentences that people are talking about me, and they can't use my preferred pronoun of dinosaur, so they're gonna have to say he. I'm not going to track them down and hunt them down and get them fired and try and ruin their lives because that's silly. And I have better things to do, like try and make this world a better place for all mankind. Which is fucking crazy. You want to go after that phrase, mankind, which excludes half the motherfucking population? Let's just attack everything while we're at it.
Wait a minute. I just have to call you this. Intellisaurus. It's fire.
Intellisaurus sexus. Holla at me, bitch.
Intellisaurus sex. All right. But me, in my case, just know I agree 100%, but I'm going to be a little more tactful with my approach of saying it. Just like all I said. So.
Dinosaur.
And this has been a fun podcast.
Yes, I've had a lot of fun. Let's see how far this goes.
Oh.
Because niggas ain't really watching. Niggas ain't really watching that shit we did. The second generation, the Woo shit, where we was going after, where we was listening to them niggas shit. The Wooniverse, they wasn't really, I mean, it's got like 300 views in an era where the minimum is 1 million. Like,
I believe consistency is key, so. And I believe in this, you, us, Kenny. I believe in Hub, so let's make this work.
Have you heard before we go, have you heard Richmond north of Richmond?
Richmond north of Richmond? What is that?
Oh my God. Go look it up. As I'm sure y'all have already, but go look it up, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, copy that. Thank y'all for hanging with us.
Follow me at Follow me at intel.music on Instagram, and I'm on all platforms musically as Intel, INTELL.
And it's Agent Blur, AGENT BLURR. All one word. Hit us up. You already know.
Shout out to Hub 17.
Next time we do this, we're going to have a chessboard right here. We're going to be playing chess and talking crap.
I'll do that.
Let's do it. Peace, y'all. That was fun.
Of course it was.
It's blurred.
Did you expect this to be hard? Like, it's not. We're not at the factory, nigga. We're not building Toyotas.